Hey guys, welcome to the All About Auburn podcast. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Unless you've just been living under a rock, Pegeus has been moved to the defensive line. I think we're 4 days out from the spring game. Really curious to see if he automatically steps in there and gets some work in. So Pegeus was recruited as a tight end. He weighs so when they released the updated weight after the spring training, I noticed he gained 10 pounds, and that kind of threw a red flag at me. I was like, why is the tight end gaining 10 pounds? So, foreshadowing, Harsin and company knew they were going to move him to the defensive line. The guy's fast. He's good on his feet with agility. He's very powerful. And I'm really hoping he can excel. I'm pretty sure he can. Him and Lee Hunter are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future on that defensive line. I would also like to see the Mount Cody effect. I'm sure you guys remember Terrence Cody played for Alabama, defensive tackle. In those short goal line situations, Alabama would line Terrence Cody up at fullback and just bulldoze their way through. I'm really hoping they do something like that. I'm sure they will. I mean, hell, he's already played the position, in a sense. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm really eager to see what that offensive line is going to look like. Real quick, the Chargers met with Auburn safety Jordan Peters. So maybe he gets picked up by them. Also, the rankings of the toughest schedules in the country came out. Here's the SEC teams. Arkansas is ranked number 1. Just take a look at their schedule. No arguing. Number 2 is the Auburn Tigers. Man, it's every year. Top 3 toughest schedules in the country. I mean, it's Alabama's is actually number 13 this year, opening up with Miami. So, yeah, that makes sense. The weakest schedule is Kentucky. They got them ranked at the 39th toughest schedule in the country. So moving on. So yeah, we're almost at spring. I'm eager. I'm sure everybody's eager to see, what we're going to look like, what the quarterback situation is going to look like. A couple weeks ago, I think it was Harsin or Bobo said the Knicks will be QB1 for now. I think Lloyd's going to be number 2. That third spot is what I'm really interested to see, because you got Shail Garnett, a very talented 3-star. He has a cannon for an arm. He can run around. But you also have Demetrius Davis, set like every record in his division or in his classification in Texas. Dude has great footwork. The fundamentals are top notch. He's fast. He has a rocket for an arm. Very smart quarterback. Kind of reminds me of Deshaun Watson in a way. He's 5'11". He's a little short, but you look at some of these other guys, Russell Wilson. Johnny Manziel. You can excel, especially in college, being an inch or so shorter than your stereotypical quarterback. In that running back room, I'm really eager to see. Obviously, Tank's running back 1. Number 2. Shut up, Max. Yeah, my cat's meowing at me a little bit. Number 2, I'm saying Chavers is going to step out of 2. Man, Chavers is a beast. He's a wrecking ball. He's fast. I've been watching a lot of his old highlights lately from his past seasons. And, man, he just, in this type of offense, like he said the other day himself, he said, this offense is going to allow me what I do best, and that's run downhill. You've seen what he did to Xavier McKinney, knocking his helmet off, All-American. That third spot is also interesting because you got Devin Barrett, who was moved to defensive back, moving back to running back. Cadillac said he's knocking off some rust, doing a good job at that. And when asked about Jarquez Hunter, the incoming freshman, Cadillac smiled, seemed very optimistic, said he's going to pretty much be a force to be reckoned with. Really interested to see the wideouts. I really want to see Javarius Johnson. There's a video somebody posted in the All About Auburn group. I can't remember his name. Shout out to him. It's Bo Nix, just no pressure, just standing there throwing but Bo throws a dime over Smoke Monday to Javarius Johnson, who tracked that ball and made a hell of a catch on it. I'm really eager to see him, Malcolm Johnson Jr. I'm ready to see how what's his name, Shedrick Jackson, how he excels, and I really want to see how these tight ends are utilized. I think it's Bobo or one of the coaches talking about like some of the sets. They're going to run 2 back sets, 2 tight end sets. Stuff we haven't seen a whole lot of from Gus. And so I'm very optimistic about this new offense. Defense, not a concern for me. I actually expect the defense to whoop the offense's ass, both sides. What do we go, blue and white? Pretty sure they're going to whoop their ass both times. Hopefully not. I hope it's a good competition. But that defense is loaded, man. And you have Chandler Wooten coming back in at linebacker. You guys have Kobe McLean on Popo, Desmond Tisdale. We haven't really seen him yet. And my favorite, or soon-to-be favorite, according to what I think he can do, is Wesley Steiner. Now, if you haven't seen Wesley Steiner's highlights, go check him out from his high school career. There's a play, he's lined up on the right side of the field on the edge. So they run a toss, the opposing team ran a toss left to a speedy running back. They're on like the 1 yard line. Steiner tracks him from the other side of the field and hits him at the 1 to stop him. Yeah, but I think he's going to be a beast. Secondary, you got that the guy from West Virginia. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he thinks he can come in and get some serious playing time. He already said he's going to be one and done. He's going to go to the NFL. But a lot of things to look for. I'm really, really curious to see how they grasp this offense. And I think Bobo said there is, a lot of shotgun as well, but we are going to go under center. And also, somebody said something like they asked him about it being, what do you think about running the old school offense or something like that. And Bobo said, if lining up and running it down team's throat is old school, then call me old school. And you got to love that. That's like those 2004 Auburn Tigers, those early 2000s, even like 2013. We know we ran a lot of misdirection, but Trey Mason was just powering people, And I think that's we need to get back to RBU. Recruiting update. We're in the running for tons of people, but it's mostly coming down to us in Alabama. So we need to snag some of them. They set out a crystal ball the other day for 3-star safety Emory Floyd. I can't really remember where he's from. He's a hell of a safety. You watch his tape. Also landed the transfer 5-star center. I believe he's the number 1 center in the country in his class. From I think it was from North Carolina. Then you have a 5-star, what's his name, Jabari Parker. A lot to be optimistic about going into the next basketball season. I think right now Sharif Cooper's picked to go 13, I believe, in a mock draft I seen. Also, sorry guys, I'm sick. I'm ready to see the NFL draft. I'm ready to see because last year, it may not have been a surprise to some people. It surprised me seeing Noah Igbenogany go first round. He went late first round. But the dude had played wide receiver since he had been at Auburn. Switches 1 year, and then he's for a first round DB. I mean, you can't beat that. Well, I mean, there's plenty more to talk about. I kind of want to save it till after spring. I'm trying to. I don't want to really do speculation and shit. I really want to see what these guys are going to show us, and then get on here and do some evaluation and a little bit of film study, stuff like that. But be sure to sub, like, share, and War Damn Eagle.